Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola! From the west side. Happy Friday. Hey, Red Wings. Hold on, y'all. Let me remove my the heart. Okay, now let me remove. Let me come on camera. Let me come on camera. Hey, I don't know why my hair always looks kind of crazy from this angle. I think it's just the angle. My hair is looking crazy. Like it's sticking up and stuff. Okay, so anyway, happy Friday. My libation tonight is wine. I haven't poured it yet. Let me pour it. Let me pour it. Yeah, and this is the cheap kind tonight. Hey, Lifted. Be careful, Lifted. Nightbot will get you. Yeah, Nightbot does not like emojis in my chat. So how you guys doing? It's Friday night. Y'all. These YouTube streets. These YouTube freaking streets, y'all. What is going on with these folks? Let me see if I can do something. I'm trying to do something. I'm gonna talk about this stuff though. Just gonna give my opinion as someone from the outside, from the bleachers. Well, I'm not really in the bleachers. I'm sitting on my porch. Diva Tomboy shouts out to her for trying to mediate, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to change something. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm not the back source. How do I go back? Okay, there we go. I keep forgetting that. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little distracted because I was supposed to do this before I came on live, but it is what it is. Hold on. Okay, which account do I want to go in? I'll go in my other account because I'm in YouTube on my phone on DC Purple Diva. So I came in on my other account on my phone. So yeah, here's to the weekend, y'all. Now I don't know about where y'all are, but it is Super Bowl Central where I am. Okay. The Taste of Inglewood started today. Well, started yesterday. I got to listen to Pancho Sanchez from my patio. Okay. Tonight, let's see who's there tonight. John B, Shantae Moore, Confunction, and Switch. So this is all at the Taste of Inglewood in Inglewood, California. Literally walking distance from SoFi. That's what you guys were saying. Look it up on my phone. It will be. I don't think this is. I just don't think this is a mediatable situation. That's just my opinion. I don't think it is, though. So now, let me see. So the Super Bowl is on Sunday. I told you from where I live, even though I'm not like right up on SoFi Stadium anymore like I was before, I am still in the freaking area. So because this is such a huge game and I'm already seeing it, the streets where I live, because I live close to where the Taste of Inglewood is being done, you got, like last night, because Pancho Sanchez was there was like a bunch of Latinos trying to park all in this neighborhood. And let me just tell y'all something. Parking is a mess in this area as it is. Now, y'all know I've got a 2-car garage and an extra parking space for my guests normally. We're not going to even go into the situation that's going on here with my garage and the mold. But the streets are usually packed with cars of residents. It's going to be crazy. Like, from where I actually live, there is a empty parking lot that has been waiting. It had been waiting. They've been letting people park there for the games. They're going to be parking there for the Super Bowl. And I already told y'all, my own church, my own church, gonna make some money. $200 per space, prepaid, $300 if there's any spaces left on the day. What that means is that my church has the potential to make somewhere between $10,000 and $25,000. Because it's a big parking lot. They can get at least 100 cars in there. At least 100 cars. Do you understand what I'm saying? So $200 a pop, that's $20,000. If some of those go for $300, that's over $20,000. And, you know, my churches are nonprofits. Now, you know, we got a board of trustees at our church, and there ain't gonna be no funny business going on because the pastor had to bring this to the congregation to see if we were even in agreement about, you know, them renting out, you know, our parking lot. So, but So that's what's going on here. That's where I'm going to probably be at the Taste of Soul tomorrow. I went by there today, but I'm probably going to go by there tomorrow during the day. Maybe I'll do a little filming of what's going on there. I'll probably do it in like time lapse as I'm walking through there, so that you guys kind of get, you know, like maybe I'll like do a walk through the whole thing, because it's only like 3 blocks. It's 3 blocks. So I might do that. And yeah, it's super. Hey, brown girl. This D9 situation with this girl is just. But I'll get to that. So we're in the Super Bowl zone over here, but I predict that it is going to be extremely messy in these YouTube streets this weekend. So unless you've had your head under a rock, there has been, you know, some people who were YouTube friends, real friends, doesn't really matter, that had fallen out behind the scenes. Nobody knew about it, and everything spilled onto the platform. In the midst of all of that, one of the things that was involved in that was one person stating that they belong to 2 organizations. Y'all, I gotta laugh as I say this. In D9, which by them saying that tells me that you cannot possibly be D9, because we all know if you are a member of one organization, you cannot be a member of any other organization. Okay, let me just put it like this. I was a Kappa sweetheart before I pledged Delta. Once I went into everything with Delta, I had to not disassociate myself from the Kappas, but I was obviously no longer a Kappa sweetheart, even though, you know, they say you're a forever Kappa sweetheart, whatever kind of mess. But, you know, I basically had to separate myself, and half my line were Kappa sweethearts. So that's a whole nother story. But nonetheless, I knew, you know, that, you know, without saying too much, you can't be part of 2 organizations at the same time within the Divine Nine, which at one point, tell you how old I am, at the point that I was initiated, there was the IOTAs weren't recognized yet. So yeah, the IOTAs just, you know, you know, got themselves in there, you know, within the 40 some odd years that I've been a Delta. But so we've gotten to the point that it is very, very clear that this person is not a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, okay? However, they are still insistent that they are a member of Zeta Phi Beta. But here's my first things to say, you know, without being too messy, because, you know, I like everybody. I'm cool with everybody on here, okay? But as an OG in the Divine Nine, I have to question the fact that someone who is a member of one sorority would never do the call of another sorority to a member
of another sorority. The only time people do that is when they are like making fun in step shows or when they are stepping. But outside of that, we don't be doing that stuff. Okay? So that was first clue for I think for all of us who, if you've been a member of the Divine Nine for at least 10 years, you that part. Okay? And this is my whole, all the other stuff, whatever. But we're not going to go into the being, an attorney or not an attorney. Let's not even go there. We're just gonna stick to the Divine Nine because that's my that's my lane. That's my lane. Okay, that's my lane on this. So we're gonna just get into the fact that when a member of Zeta Phi Beta got up on the panel, and this was on Just Kimmy's panel earlier today. This is when there was supposed to be a reconciliation. But that went out of the door hours later. So this happened on Just Kimmy's platform. But when a member of Zeta Phi Beta got up there, someone that all of the rest of us who are in the Divine Nine know is really a Zeta, okay? Let's just put it like that. You so stupid, Red Wing. But the thing is that when this young lady got up there and challenged her, she almost cussed her out. She didn't, but she's like, I don't know you. But those of us who are part of the Divine Nine know that if you are challenged by a member of the organization that you say you are a member of, you must accept the challenge. There is no options. So if this person is truly a member of Zeta Phi Beta, somebody's sending paperwork to DC right now, because this whole situation, let me just say this whole situation is not a good look for the Greek community, with someone being online, openly perpetrating being in not one, but two sororities. Now, supposedly, she sent some information, like a chapter name and something that, but not a member number, to a member of Sigma Gamma Rho, who platform it was. And that would be just Kimmy. Sorry, my the little makeup I put on for y'all and these, the lashes, just getting them up, getting my way. So she sent something to Just Kimmy, but Just Kimmy knows, just like the rest of us who can validate that we are members of Divine Nine in some way, shape, or form. Like, I can tell you when I pledged. I can tell you my member number, because it's up here. Something, or someone can vouch for you. Something, but this girl couldn't name the founders of Zeta Phi Beta, not one of the 5. And she couldn't answer like a couple of challenges. She didn't, you know, couldn't she? They asked her to do the Greek alphabet. You know, I remember them in a song I learned. Let me see if I can remember right now. Alpha, beta, delta. You know, listen. Alpha, beta, delta. Yeah, that's how we do it. Epsilon. Yeah, I know how the song goes. But anyway, I digress. You know, I'm almost 60. I can forget the words, you know, how to get to navigate a song. But this young lady is not my age. So she has continued to say that she is a member of Zeta Phi Beta. We all know that same alphabet song. Exactly. That one alphabet song is one that all the sororities know, because we all, when it comes to our own sorority, put up our symbol. But they said plenty of things to her. Now she's on Nietzsche's ish list. Okay, she's on that list, you know. And hey, thankfully, nobody said that they were a Delta and couldn't prove it. Okay. But in that chat, Deltas, Zetas, Sigma Gamma Rhos, AKAs came out the effing woodworks. You know, and even though my sorority was not mentioned in the whole situation, we all know what it's like to have somebody perpetrating being a part of your organization, and how we've had, you know, the issues going around on Facebook where people were pretending that they were part of different organizations, and people had to call them out publicly from the town square on Facebook. So we've seen that, and I guess now we're going to be dealing with this same stuff on YouTube. We're going to be dealing with the same stuff. But, you know, in the midst of all of this, shouts out to Kimmy on her 1K. Now, I'm sure she's probably got a big boost on her watch hours from all the people that were in her chat. Okay? So she should be moving closer to monetization. Let's just put it like that. But I don't understand people perpetrating that they're part of organizations when it can be easily verified. Easily verified. Because, like, there was a Delta that was on here, and they were like, well, how do you know she's... because once she was here in LA, you know, she was involved in chapters here in LA. I knew her first name. I asked. I validated that she was a member. We knew some of the same people. So I was able to validate it very quickly, offline. Okay? Because, you know, people have gotten their behinds whipped for perpetrating. They've gotten their behinds, they have been physically injured over that. Seriously. So, for her sake, if you can't produce nothing, just don't say it no more. Just don't say it no more. Please don't say it anymore. Don't say it anymore. But she ain't gonna listen to me. She gonna keep saying it. So. here's the thing. The need to belong is deep. I don't know. You know, was she on? Maybe she was on a line that got kicked off, and they were never able to cross, and so they would maybe it was some scandal, and maybe that's why she can't show her paperwork and anything. But here's the thing. That's something that when that Zeta got up there, you could have said something to her so that it could have been a dead issue. Because here's the one thing we do know is we all know about chapters where stuff has happened, okay, in all of the organizations, but y'all, it can't even be that serious. And then now I'm not involved in this, the Eastern Stars, but I know people who are, and they're even more crazy about people saying that they're part of their organization than we are, okay? Because that's Masonic stuff. So we have them involved in this as well. I mean, we've had issues like, I'll say, like when my mom was in college, now it was back in the 50s, back when they were, everybody was hazing in the 50s. Everyone was hazing back in the 50s. But at that particular point, the school that she went to did not have any of the Greek organizations on the campus because of the hazing. She went to a HBCU, and I know that a lot of the HBCUs had a whole lot of restrictions because of that, just a lot of crazy stuff that went on various campuses. But, and see, that's why I'm like, during the time, because if this girl is younger than me, and see, the 80s, let's just say this, let's be clear, by the 90s, nobody was officially, none of us were officially, pledging by the end of the 20th century. None of us had a official, the pledge process that we all, remember and love. Okay, it was pretty much gone. Okay, so it's still, but there's still all the underground stuff going on. So if you really are in an organization, you would know something. You would know something, even if you one of those lines that had to get pushed through because of whatever was going on. I know if that's what happened within my organization, same thing that happens in all of the other ones. And at some point, people, those women or men, because it happens on the fraternity side too, would get information that they may not have gotten because of whatever happened. But at this particular point, homegirl is way out of college. And even if she pledged in a graduate chapter, it's just, y'all just don't understand how this pisses all of us who are Greek, who went through the process, how much this pisses us off. That someone's, doing all this stuff. It's like, and here's the real deal. If you really are, then just be upfront about it. There's certain information that we all can say publicly that proves that we are part of an organization. Period, point blank. And none of that's happened. And let me just be clear about this. Wearing paraphernalia does not mean that you are a member of an organization. Okay? Just because you're wearing the paraphernalia. That's not proof. It's not proof. It's not. It's just, so all of this, deflecting and everything, and I was just like, I can't, especially if you are an attorney. If you're an attorney, why are you even doing all of this stuff? All this secrecy and everything, what are you, undercover? Are you undercover or something? It's just stupid to me. Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing, but I would say the 80s was the last time that I know, especially after that stuff that happened in the 90s with those girls and with those guys, that were pledging, some at PWI, some at HBCUs. When folks start dying, everybody pulled everything back, because unlike the white fraternities and sororities, we don't have this. Our members they have very good money, but they don't have that kind of money that to be hit with all the lawsuits. So, but this whole situation is nasty to me, y'all. And all I know is that Dory, sis, you now have a target on you. All the Greeks are on here are like kind of being aware. So, hey, I just say either stop saying it, don't talk about it no more. But actually, that's probably not going to work at this point. You're going to either probably have to say that you're in. Hey, you're going to have to probably say that you are, prove that you are in, or admit that you're not. Either or. My first cousin is a Zeta. My auntie's a Zeta. And I'm me. And my cousin, she's got a PhD. I'm not even going to talk to her about this stuff, And that's one thing about the Zetas. A lot of them got PhDs. There's a lot of PhDs over there. There's a lot of PhDs in the Deltas, but that's one thing that the Zetas are known for, the PhDs. But yeah, my cousin, she don't even hardly come on YouTube. My family barely comes on here and checks out my channel. But, if you were doing all of these affiliations and everything so that you could, get people to accept you, that's not the way to get people to accept you. That it's like, so you said that, that the DMV is one of the places that you're from. Are you really from the DMV, or are you just saying that because of people who you've been around who are from there, and so you think that we'll accept you more if we think you're from where we're from? I'm just saying. And the thing is that, see, this is one of the reasons why. This is one of the reasons why I don't get close. It's like nobody knows anybody on this platform. Why are people, you know, outside of if you've got real business dealings with someone, talking offline with people that you know from YouTube? It doesn't make common sense to me. You know? I mean, you know, I don't have but a couple of really, you know, like people who I can say are my friends, you know, like my friends. Like they've been there, you know, and even if we don't talk for a minute, we can just fall right back in. But guess what? They're not on YouTube. Now, there's a couple of people that I've talked to off of the platform, but one was about business. The other one was because was a time because somebody else that we knew on the platform had passed away. And I can name and there's only 3 people on this freaking platform that know my real first name. Hey, Uppity. But I can prove that I'm a Delta. I would never even think about saying that I was a part of an organization in the Divine Nine. I wouldn't think of doing it if I couldn't prove it. Because somebody's going to call you out on your bull if you can't. I'm just shaking my head about this. It's not going to go away either. Pretending. And this person said that they were a member of 2 organizations. I guess in her head, she thought because members of her family are members of Alpha Kappa Alpha, and because she would be considered maybe a legacy if she had pledged, aka that because she was, you know, you're only a legacy if you actually pledged the sorority, though, sis. That's what makes you a legacy. You actually have to pledge the sorority. Like one of my Sans, her daughter pledged Delta. So her daughter is a legacy. If her daughter had not pledged Delta, she would not be considered a legacy. Why am I trying to explain this? Why am I trying to explain this? Because, you know, clearly she don't understand that that's how legacy works. Again, another thing that makes me think that this person is not actually D9. You know? I mean, you know, if you're not a legal person, you know, yeah, I have a problem with that as well. But even when you were backed into an effing corner about this, you stood firm on the fact that you were a member of the Divine Nine, girl. Ooh, child. I just, you know, in my next video that'll be up, you know, all this mess has been going on for the last 2 days. So I held off on, you know, putting my video out, but it'll be out by tomorrow. It's on a legitimate, verified member of the Divine Nine. for my Black History Month spotlight. My next one. Y'all, I know there's a lot of people that wish that they were part of a Greek letter organization, but it's not for everybody. It's not for everyone, you know? And there are, you know, you got people who are Christians who have renounced the Greek letter organizations for various reasons. And now you have people on here talking about that they're members of 2 organizations. I'm just not going to forget that part. Hey, Jack. What'd you say? No, sir. It's a sorority. You know, in my immediate family, my father and I are the only ones who are in Greek letter organizations. Neither one of my siblings are in one. But if my sister decided that she wanted to become, you know, if she wanted to try to become a Delta, then she would be considered a legacy if she accomplished that goal. Same thing for my brother. If he decided that he wanted to try to become an alpha like my dad, then he would be a legacy. If he accomplished that goal. And I don't think my brother's going to pledge a grad chapter. I don't think my brother's going to do it. And my sister, I don't know, she might shock me because she's getting ready to move to the middle of the country. And I told her, I said, see if you'd pledge Delta, you know, in a graduate chapter, you go there, there'll be sorors there, because she don't know nobody but her. As soon as she's divorced, I can call fiance. That's who she knows. She don't know nobody else there. But she'll be all right. You know, but my sister wanted to pledge when she was at UCLA, but my nephew came along. And then she still was going to try to do it. And I was like, you know what, sis? Finish, get your degree. You know, Delta's not going anywhere if that's what you really want. You can do it later on. I mean, now that she's in her 50s, she probably, hopefully, I would love for my sister to be my soror, but you know, she would never perpetrate that she was a member of my sorority because she knows better. And see, if this person has a family full of people in Divine Nine, then she has to know what kind of decision it is to, first of all, perpetrate being part of an organization that you're not part of, because the AKA part has been confirmed by several AKAs that did happen. Okay, and we have text messages, you know, from one AKA in regards to the same thing. But are you coming down here? I mean, have I been on that long? I've been on for a while. Come on in. Let him see your haircut. And he got shaved. Yeah, he got shaved. Don't you look nice?
Good night.
Yep, you look nice.
Okay.
All right. I'm like, yeah, he looks nice. Got a shave. Yeah. That's one of the things I would like him to learn how to do himself. But he would have to learn with an electric one, because, you know, I think he would cut himself if he did it the other way. So that's something that I've been, you know, trying to work on. I guess the first thing we'll have to do is I'll have to buy him one And then, yeah, we'll have to figure out who's going to show them how to do it. Because it won't be me. I mean, I don't have no hair. Even though it's menopause, it's time for me. Speaking of, got a fan. I'm sitting here in this sweatshirt, y'all, but I was fine before, because normally I'm one of those people who's always cold. Is what you say? I don't know why people are faking the funk either. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's not that serious. You are not missing out on something in life if you are not a member of the D9, because that means it was not meant for you. I'll give an example of someone who just kept on living their life, even though they really wanted to be a member of the D9, but it didn't happen until recently. And that would be my soror, Lettucey. And Lettucey is a legacy. Her grandmother and her sister are members of Delta Sigma Theta. But, because of all of the things because of, Lettucey being involved in the music and probably not being at a school that had a chapter of Delta Sigma Theta, she did not get the opportunity to pledge when she was in college. And her being in the music industry and everything, she probably, for whatever reason, didn't get an opportunity, was not afforded the opportunity to, go through a graduate chapter. But she was made a honorary member of Delta Sigma Theta, and, for her, someone whose family are members of the sorority, that's a different. Now, that's someone who doesn't pledge because it's an honorary distinction, But she wasn't going around here talking about that she was a member of Delta Sigma Theta until she was actually a member of Delta Sigma Theta, So, if there's some crazy stuff that happened with your line and all of that stuff, okay. Like I said, because it sounded like she was trying to say that in that live on Just Kimmy's, but everybody was talking over each other. Everyone was talking all over each other, but it sounded like something happened, like the line was suspended and usually if a line is suspended, it's because of something that happened during the pledge process. And so maybe, there's some stuff going on. And maybe that's why she didn't want to say anything. But here's the thing. You don't have to say nothing about none of that stuff on a public platform. All you could have given your member number, said the year of your line, your number on line, and your chapter, whether it was a graduate or undergraduate chapter. You could have just done that part. That's all the information they needed to have. You don't even have to give your real name with that, because someone who's in your organization can get that information just by the little bit of information, and you're not breaking any rules. But see, someone who's a real member of an organization knows these things. We all know what we can and cannot say when, if we're not sure that someone is also a part of our organization. We know, especially up here, up on this platform, because so much is virtual now. Let me see what you guys are saying. let me just say, I know of incidents of women getting their behinds whipped for perpetrating being a member of DST. I know of people that happen. Now, obviously, we're on the internet, so they're just going to virtually drag you for filth until you clear this situation up. And the way it's looking, it's not even just because you pulled Alpha Kappa Alpha into this, it's the Zetas and the AKAs are going to be dragging you for filth. And the Deltas and Sigma Gamma Rho are going to be giving you the side eye as well. Trust and believe in regards to this situation. Because, I've never failed a challenge. And I've always responded to a challenge. I've had sorors who didn't know who I was. Like when I went to an event that a graduate chapter that one of my sons was a member of, when I got there, I identified that I was a soror. And I had to identify what soror had invited me, and that it was my sons. So I was let in because this was a public event, obviously. But like I couldn't get into a sorority meeting without giving up my freaking number. Let me just tell you that. Unless, somebody knew me right there. But for that very reason, my number is in my freaking mental Rolodex. Now, I'm not going to say it on this freaking live right now because, see, my number is actually tied to my legal name. Get it? Yes, that part. And somewhere around here, I too have one of those little plastic cards, looks like a credit card from my organization. We all have that. We all have something that you can provide if you are questioned without breaking any freaking oath to the organizations. That's why the tests were made the way that they have been made. But I'm just talking, It's like, so after all of that happened this afternoon, and we had what was, everybody was supposed to be moving on. We weren't going to talk about it no more. It had been brought to the platform, so they just wanted to do this publicly since it had been brought out to the public. Okay. So, within minutes, it started all over again. Lives, retracting, saying nothing I said was the truth, saying that I was told what I could and could not say. This is what happened. And so the saga continues. And now more people have been pulled into it. More people have been pulled into it. I didn't even go into the stuff that happened on Diva Tomboyish's panel before we had the Kumbaya, which lasted less than 24 hours. So now we're back. Everybody's back to their battle stations. And no accountability is being taken in regards to all of this stuff that's going on. I would just, like grown women act like grown women. Don't be sharing all your personal business on the platform. Don't make your friendships on this platform. Now, I'm not saying you can't, get close to people, to a certain degree on here, but do y'all see what the hell is going on right now? People are doing background checks. People are dragging each other virtually that were supposed to be friends. Friendship, virtual friendships is kind of wild to me. I understand that that's, where the world has come to. People virtually dating, people do all of this stuff. But I don't understand how you can tell people that are online, or I guess I just don't trust folks, And maybe it's, maybe that's my insensitivity, as an Aquarian, because we don't give a shit. But it saddens me because here's the thing. One of the people involved in the situation is an autism mom like myself. And I know what it is like to raise a child on the spectrum, especially when they're young and they're not very verbal, and you have to deal with, because they're not verbal, screaming, sometimes falling out, because they're not able to articulate well enough how they're feeling. And I know how stressful it can be. I know how it can bring you to tears that you can't do everything for your kid. And I know that if you're dealing with that is really very hard to deal with stuff that's going on a freaking virtual platform. And if you're dealing with that you're trying to be focused on that, and I can just tell you that you can get to a point where you're about to lose it. I've been there. Put myself in therapy, so I didn't go leap off a cliff. I didn't even know that I was feeling, like that, for real. But my pastor did. She was just like, you just look like, she told me I needed to take a vacation. She told me I needed to go into therapy. I took a cruise. I went into therapy. I did the things that I needed to do because I was dealing with, at that point, my son was about to become a teenager. And I was starting to deal with the darker side of autism, with him becoming, kicking a hole in the wall, kicking a window out. Twice, y'all. Kicked out the window in his bedroom. 2 times. Thankfully, he didn't cut his freaking leg. You know, so I know the kind of things that she's dealing with as the parent of a child, a younger child. And I only had to deal with my one child with autism. She has other children who also demand her attention. You know, she's going through a lot of things off the platform, but she's still trying to do things on here. And so, yeah, this whole if I were her, I'd have been cut everybody off. That's another thing that we are good at. Us February Aquarians. We're good at cutting people off. Like, and can come into the same place as you are and like a piece of glass. Like a freaking piece of glass can just act like you ain't even there. Mm-hmm. Even if I'm saved and sanctified, I can still be that person. Especially if I think you did something wrong to me. And your energy is toxic to me. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going on here, but what it looks like to me on the outside is a burning building, a building going down in flames. That's what I am looking at. That it does not appear that these 3 people are going to be able to be, you know, it just feels like it's gonna be like this for a minute. We're gonna have people calling, you know, bees and garden tools and bringing people's information onto the platform, and it's gonna be on community walls. And it appears, y'all, you know, that a whole bunch of people are going to be eating off this. Now, this whole situation is like a split between black and beef sector because it's been spilling between the 2 sectors. Okay, because of the merge, you know, and so there are other people that are in the background that are on both sides of the situation. You know, you've had Lady Snoop reporting on this. You've had Diva Tomboyish tried to mediate this situation, which was short-lived, Diva. I'm sorry, sis, but I could have told you just. I'm just listening, you know. And I don't have a dog in this fight. But as someone who can feel, you know, virtually the energy, it's a crazy situation. It's not positive energy, in my opinion. I know the doxing. That's what's going on right now. You know, and you know, obviously, I'm gonna support who I want to support. I mean, I'm a mod in one person's chat involved in this situation, and I just, you know, frequent the other 2 people's chats because, you know, I'm supporting another autism mom. I just think she needs to back up and unplug. Don't deal with none of the YouTube stuff. Just create her content and press reset. Don't deal with this stuff. But I know that she tried ignoring it, and that's why we're here now. And I just think it's going to get uglier, you guys. And yeah, we see this going on all the time on the platform. So, you know, people are very skeptical as to whether this is real or fake, if it's for clicks and views. But I can say, as a mother who has a child on the spectrum and remembers how I was feeling when my son was the age that her son is, and I didn't have half of the support that she has, because I was working outside of the home at that time. My mom was on the East Coast. You know, thankfully I had people watching my son, you know, that loved and cared about him, but nonetheless, I wasn't able to be at home at that point. So I understand how she's feeling, because she's able to be there, but still, it's still a stressful situation. And then you got all this YouTube stuff in the background, and then the other young lady doesn't feel, she thinks that she's doing nothing wrong by continuously coming at you about stuff off this effing platform. Because I'm just going to be clear. When I'm dealing with something with my son, I don't give a fuck about this platform if I'm dealing with something with him. The hell? And if you are dealing with your own peace of mind and your own serenity, because you are dealing with a situation, you know, with things going on in your personal life off the platform, the last thing you need is a bunch of bullshit on here. That's the last thing. But here we are. And you know, y'all, I hate, you know, when one of the other autism moms gets involved in this stuff. And I know that, you know, see, the other autism moms are over in the B sector for the most part. How y'all got over there? But nonetheless, you know, that's just not my thing. You know, roasting and, you know, I'm more of a like a artsy girl, nerdy girl. I'll talk with that kind of stuff, but I'm not gonna, yeah. However, if somebody comes for me, y'all can go back and look at the video the week before my birthday, on the Friday before my birthday. 2 Friday flavors before this one. I didn't monetize that video because I had to cuss 2 women on this platform out who thought they would come for me because of who I mod for. Like I even give a fuck. So the pretty much the entire stream after the first 20 minutes was a rant of me cussing some women on the platform. That part. You know. And you know, they seem to think that I'm pressed, or that, you know, I shouldn't have anything to say because I'm old. Well, do I look old? Now, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm 59 years old, but this is my 59. You wish that you look like this at 59. When you get to 59. If you live to 59. Catch. If you live to 59. That part. So I've been rambling on and on and on and on and on and on for an hour and almost 15 minutes. And tomorrow's nail day. My nails need to be done. I know they don't look too bad, but I'm not gonna put them too close either. Tomorrow's nail day. I gotta pamper myself. That's my one pamper thing that I do for myself is get my nails done. Now, currently we doing our own pedicures because I'm still not real comfortable sitting there getting my feet done at the place that I got my feet done at. And I haven't been able to find another place that I feel comfortable with. So we're just gonna get our nails done, and then we're gonna come back home. I guess before I get my nails done, I'm gonna clean up the house. I'll do that before. We're gonna come back home. We're gonna go to a taste of Inglewood. We're gonna do some vlogging, and we're gonna do some painting. We're gonna watch that game on Sunday and pray that the Rams win, because they're not gonna be able to keep that team that they have right now together. I don't think some of them will only sign for this season, and the re-signing is going to be based on how this season goes. So come on, Rams, y'all can do it. Snoop's going to give us a great halftime show. When I leave from here, I'm going to go back upstairs and listen to whatever music's still going on, because the last act came on at 9 o'clock. Yeah, so they should still be going. And I'll see you guys in real time on Monday, unless, I decide I'm just going to pop up because of all the antics that are going on the platform over the weekend. But I'm probably going to stay in my namaste state because, I don't have time for this. But I am going to support who I want to support. I would like things to come down from, they're only at a 7 right now. They ain't got to a 10 yet. But I think they're just going to escalate to a 10. I think that everybody has their side of the story, and then somewhere in there is the truth. And it's a shame that all of this stuff is playing out here, but it is what it is. I hope that this issue with her and claiming to be D9 gets resolved quickly for her sake. For her sake. Especially if she really is an attorney. Because here's the thing. If she really is an attorney and has been perpetrated to be a member of D9, that part. All right, you guys. I'm about to get out of here. But before I go, I'm going to offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I will see you guys, hopefully, if God is willing, in real time on Monday. But until then, I'm going to leave y'all with this outro, and I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.